We're going to start with organic search versus paid search. What's the difference and what still matters now? It used to be simple to explain the difference between organic search versus paid search, right? Organic search is the long game. Paid search was the shortcut. One took patience, whereas the other one took budget. One was free and one was paid. It's in the title. Very simple, very clean, very 2019. Today, that explanation is about as useful as saying the difference between New York City and Los Angeles is that one has singers and the other one has actors. Is that technically true? Yes. Is it deeply reductive and misleading? Also, yes. The bottom line is that search is not as tidy as it used to be. You used to type in something into a search bar and immediately be given a bunch of options where you would get to select where you went. Today, we've got AI overviews, AI mode, answer first search behavior, fewer clean click paths, and a Google results page that is actively trying to answer any and all questions that you might have as a user before you ever have to go to somebody's website. So if you're leading marketing at a high growth e-commerce brand, you need to stop asking yourself, what's the difference between organic search versus paid search? We already kind of know that answer. The more useful question now is, what is each channel still good for? Where is one getting harder? And how should they work together now? And that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. What is organic search? Organic search is the unpaid visibility that your brand earns via search engines. So that usually comes from some mix of content marketing, technical SEO, really well broken down product pages and category pages, internal linking, all of that stuff we learned about a decade ago about what it takes to have your website rank well online. So when someone comes from a search on Google and clicks on a non-ad search result, that visit is what qualifies as organic search. So for your e-commerce brand, you're likely used to seeing organic search come up as a source for you in terms of category pages, product pages, buying guides, comparison content, things like that. Now, the one quibble I do want to kind of pick here is that a lot of people call organic search free. And yes, technically it is. Technically, you are not paying our Google overlord and savior extra money in order to show up in those search results. But you are paying for organic search, which is, for all intents and purposes, a long game with your time, with your resources, with a lot of hard work. So you invest a lot of resources, you invest a lot of people, you invest a lot of your brain power into making sure organic search works. The less fun news, which we're all aware of, is that it's harder now to get traffic from organic search. We're all watching our organic search gets lower and lower and lower. And it doesn't matter if you're a large publisher like the New York Times, or if you're an e-commerce brand, or honestly, whatever industry you're in. AI forward search experiences can answer more questions directly inside search results. And that's just what we were seeing today. A couple of years ago, we were all losing our minds once featured snippets showed up, and you would get that beautiful answer overview at the top that started chipping away at the traffic we used to see from organic search. So click behavior is shifting. Rankings can move. Traffic paths are much less predictable. That doesn't mean organic search still doesn't matter. It absolutely does. But the old publish content and wait for the numbers to show up mindset just doesn't work anymore. What is paid search? Organic search is where you earn attention, and paid search is where you buy the visibility in search engines. That can mean Google ads. And I know a lot of people like to throw shade at Bing ads, but let's be honest. If your target customer is heavily regulated, working maybe in a government contractor, you would be surprised. They live in Microsoft exclusive ecosystems. So yes, Bing ads still matter, but I understand. Google ads, Big Daddy. Now, since you're in e-com, I don't need to tell you too much about how this works, but just for the sake of argument, paid search is what happens is when someone types in a search term into Google or to Microsoft, and they see ads that have been paid to be placed there by brands. When someone clicks on that ad, bada bing, bada boom, you have got paid search gold. Now, as an e-commerce brand, the paid search benefits are clear. It gives you speed, it gives you control. You can turn on visibility quickly. You can decide which keywords and which products you want to compete on. You can support launches, promotions, seasonal pushes, all of that really good stuff. And you can also test messaging, offers, and landing pages much faster than just leaving them out there hoping the organic traffic gives you the data you need to see whether or not something is or is not working. Of course, paid search isn't without its own problems, right? Number one, and this is the obvious one, it's been true forever, you are paying for access. So the moment your spend stops is the moment you become invisible. Then you also have to think about the nuances of platform reported performance dashboards because they can often look better than your business reality. So think about it this way. You might have a campaign that looks like it's performing exceptionally well, but it's mostly branded terms and remarketing, meaning you are actually only looking at numbers related to customers who already know you. There's no new customer acquisition cost baked into it. So it's not necessarily that those campaigns aren't performing the way they should be. It's just you might not be able to tell its efficacy until you look cleanly at, well, are we just rebuying the customers that we already have? Or is this not taking into account any new customer acquisition cost? The real difference between organic search and paid search. So yeah, the basic difference between organic search versus paid search is one is earned, whereas the other is bought. Great, fabulous, put it on a flashcard. But I like to think of it in a different way. I want you to think about organic search as like the best kind of compounding interest in a bank account. Yes, it does take patience. Yes, it does take consistency. Yes, it does take discipline. But the payoff in the long run can be substantial, and it will help you build authority and awareness over time. Now, on the other hand, paid search, still fabulous, but it's more like paying rent. You can get access right away, which is super valuable, and you get the location, and you get the visibility, and you get the traffic, but your access will always depend on your ability and willingness to keep paying for it. And you're not building toward any sort of future like you are with organic search, right? Again, that compounding interest that builds up and pays off over time. You stop paying rent on rented land, you're out. That's it. Everything runs dry. To be clear, I am not saying paid search is bad. Not at all. Rent is important. Rent gets you in the building. Rent gets you a roof over your head. And sometimes that's what you need. You need to be in that building with a roof over your head today. It just means that the channels behave differently. And that's the nuanced distinction I want you to keep in mind. Organic search is stronger when you're building from a long-term search footprint standpoint. Paid search is stronger when you need speed, testing, direct control, and immediate visibility around high intent demand. And the reality is that when you are in e-commerce, you need both. You need a strong, well-structured site built for the long haul to earn visibility over time. And you also need paid campaigns that put you in front of the right people at the right time, exactly when they're ready to buy. The downsides of organic versus paid search. Now, there are a few downsides that I do want to dig in with each because, again, this is a balancing act, right? As a high growth e-commerce brand, you are not picking paid search or over organic search or vice versa. But you do need to understand the balancing act in terms of how they work together and the drawbacks of each. So, for example, organic search, it takes time. It is annoying, but it is true. You also don't get full control over your rankings, your click behavior, algorithm changes, or heck, sometimes how search engines even choose to display the results. Sometimes they might change the meta description or the page title, depending on what the user is inputting. The other annoying thing, which I know from over 15 years in content marketing for high growth brands, it can be very difficult to draw a clean line between an organic search hit to bottom line revenue, especially when someone discovers you through content and then comes back repeatedly through branded searches, clicks an email later and converts 3 days after that. The buyer's journey is not linear, and attribution with organic search can get really murky. But that doesn't mean that attribution is not there, and it does not mean organic search isn't a deeply influencing factor. I mean, just think about it. What would happen if you stopped doing all of your organic search plays, right? You just let your website rot. What would happen to your brand? Now, paid search, on the other hand, it can be equally deceptive, right? We already talked about this. Strong results from a branded campaign or remarketing can hide weak new customer acquisition strategies. Platform ROAS can look great while your margins are telling a wildly different story. And if your landing page is weak, or your offer is unclear, or your measurement is messy, paid search can help you spend a lot of money faster without actually making your business any healthier. Paid campaigns cannot outspend bad strategy. So again, the answer is not organic good, paid bad, or paid good, organic slow. That's cartoon caveman nonsense. The smarter thinking here is that each channel has a job, and each channel should be judged against the job that it's supposed to do and the goals that you are looking to achieve. What to do now? So where should e-commerce marketers like you start? Number one, start by asking what job each channel needs to do for your business. Use organic search to build durable, compounding visibility. Have it support discovery, answer important buyer questions, strengthen category and product presence, and create a search footprint that does not rely entirely on paid media. Use paid search to capture active demand, test faster, support campaigns, drive immediate visibility, and learn what terms, messages, and offers are worth scaling. And then, this is the most important part. Make sure both channels are pointing toward the same business reality. And what I mean by that is better landing pages, stronger conversion tracking, clearer buyer intent, cleaner measurement, and less blind faith in dashboard numbers that look comforting but don't tell the full story. So as we've discussed, organic search and paid search are very different, but the game has changed in a lot of ways. They still matter, but how we think of them needs to shift. The brands that win from here on out won't be the ones arguing over whether or not organic is free and paid is faster. They will be the ones building a smarter system around visibility and intent and measurement and customer experience. Now, if you have specific questions about how organic search or paid search or both of them together would work best for your company's strategy, don't hesitate to reach out to the Solutions 8 team. We would be happy to talk with you further.